Good evening. Tonight I'll be talking about a major issue in physical education. Unfortunately, physical education is a dying subject in schools, and physical and mental health is on the decline. If we want to continue teaching what is a highly valuable subject when taught right, we must act now on the root issues. Physical education is hugely beneficial in improving physical fitness, mental health, movement skills, and overall well-being. In 2022 and 2023, more than one quarter, 26.4% of children aged 2 to 17 years old were living overweight or with obesity, and physical education plays a huge role in fixing this. Although there has been an increase in the number of schools and more money is being invested into education, physical education subject enrolments are down. This can be seen in South Australia, where, according to reports by the SACE government, several schools have dropped teaching physical education as a subject. Furthermore, according to ACARA statistics, physical education has dropped in enrolments by 8,000 students in 5 years. Whilst I label it here as the other issue, this is the most alarming issue and why PE is so important. Mental health is becoming more of an important issue every day, and according to Australian Institute of Health and Welfare data in 2022, suicide was the leading cause of death in people aged 15 to 24 years old, with 1 in 3 deaths being from suicide. Physical education is valued as a subject that should allow students to improve both their physical and mental health as per the aims of the subject published by ACARA. However, as I will go into later, this is mostly far from the case, and we must work hard to improve the subject. One of the biggest issues in physical education is that the subject continues to favour competitive power sports, which strengthen the biggest losing point for the subject, hegemonic masculinity. The problem of hegemonic masculinity in schools is described by Kuttner Smith and Chen in 2013 as coaches and PE teachers in school encourage dominant versions of masculinity by favoring, treating as superior, and reacting positively to traditional masculine behaviors and characteristics such as aggression, mesomorphy, and toughness. This can be seen in the choices of sports in junior HPE and in some cases, the marking criteria. For example, touch football, one of the most offered sports in junior PE, is a sport which clearly favors those who are more masculine. So, the question must be asked, why should we expect those who are not as masculine to want to compete and participate in a sport with those who are more masculine? Kerry Partner 2003 states that students, particularly young men, use prowess at sports and their developing muscular strength as a way of establishing a social pecking order in which those who are successful dominate. Those who don't fit into this social pecking order or don't feel competent in the class will drop out of the subject. Scholars such as Fagel state there is no other school subject in which the body is as exposed as physical education. Furthermore, according to Millington and Wilson in 2010, team and individuals activities based on a win-lose binary are a prominent feature of the PEAG formal curriculum and encourage select students with select attributes to intimidate and exclude their classmates through aggression and masculinity. For example, a taller individual in basketball is always going to feel more competent than a shorter student, and similarly, a faster student in touch football over a slower student. The problem of hegemonic masculinity is incredibly important to fix because when we look at the statistics in Australia, female students are enrolled in HPE at a much higher rate, according to the ACARA 2022 reports. Although it is not just an issue of gender, puberty hits at different times for different individuals, and it is important, though, for those who are developed later, that we adjust methods. The link between these two factors and worrying trends of the subject's decline is obvious. Everybody is different, and a Danish school study conducted by Troelsen in 2015 showed 6 different gender typologies in a school's recess play. The talking girls, the soccer girls, the dancing girls, the soccer boys, the chasing game boys, and the nerds. These differences are typical in any school. If we provide the same physical activity to each of these groups, most students will feel excluded and not be engaged. I propose combined PE lessons for the whole grade in which several different teachers are involved and students are able to make a choice which does not exclude them. Students can even choose to take part in different roles such as coaching and designing sessions. And students can find their means of learning through movement and can develop their social and physical well-being in a safe, inclusive environment. Some major constraints for this solution include that it will be time consuming for teachers to reconsider activities and collaborate ideas, and even some assessments will have to be adjusted. Teachers are already very limited with time for marking, planning, and professional development. And in addition to this, new equipment may be need to be purchased if new sports or games are introduced. However, if the team can work together, it is certainly possible to save this subject and create a great learning experience.